Good morning. It is March 9th, 2024, 10 o'clock in the morning. We're still anchored in the Neuse River right off of Quartz Creek, I think it was called. And the weather's been doing exactly as forecast. So now we're in the lee, the winds come south, and the rain has started. Supposed to get some thunderstorms this afternoon. They're talking pretty heavy rains. And for once, I'm just sitting up in the cockpit enjoying a cup of coffee and thought we'd do a video. Later this afternoon, I'm gonna work on some photo editing. I did a photo shoot with a friend of mine here close to 2 weeks ago now. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, down in Florida, and I've yet to edit the images, so that's this afternoon's project. All my other inside projects are pretty much caught up as far as I want them to be right now. The outside projects are ready to go. I've got all the control lines for the spinnaker rigged, and looking at the forecast just a moment ago, I may not need the spinnaker now on my trip up to Norfolk, but it still looks fair for leaving Beaufort Tuesday morning. I may motor through the canal down to Beaufort Monday afternoon, as it's supposed to be decent at that point, just anchor at the mouth of the pass, and then get underway bright and early Tuesday morning. I think that'll work out just right, and get a good quick run up to Norfolk. Well, the Chesapeake, probably Norfolk, but the Chesapeake anyway. I'm actually getting to sit out in the cockpit for the first time. It's warm enough for one, and for two, I finally sealed it yesterday. It has been leaking. It's an old, it's old gear on this boat. I've got a lot of things to replace. But the bimini leaked like crazy through the seams when it rained. So the cockpit was always wet on a rainy day. And I've tried a couple of things and nothing really suited. But the other day at the hardware store in Newbern, I decided to grab a tube of silicone, which I typically despise silicone on a boat. I think it's the worst thing in the world if you're trying to bed something or seal something. I prefer Boat Life's Lifecock. But Lifecock really won't stick to the fabric that this bimini is made out of. So I said, well, let's try some silicone. And I think I found the only thing on a boat that I like to use silicone on. I sealed the seams, just smeared it on. It's clear, you can't tell that it's even there. And now the cockpit is dry. Good job. So it's nice to be able to sit out here, and got the oxygen tent all closed up. So it's nice to be able to sit out in the rain, in the lee of the land, nice and flat, even though the wind's blowing. And enjoy the cockpit of my boat and a nice cup of coffee.